Welcome to RoughRiders Live. I am your host, Gina Miller, for the next 30 minutes. The RoughRiders are closing out their series against the San Antonio Missions tonight, looking for their third straight win as Rockwall native Jake Thompson takes them out. He's been pitching really well lately. We'll dive into all of that a little bit later in the show. Here's what's coming up over the course of the next half hour. We will hear from Full House star Dave Coulier, who is standing by right here, star. We'll also give you the details on how you can win the actual jerseys players are wearing. Tonight, you can win the jerseys off their back, literally. We'll also hear from Rangers pitcher Martin Perez. How did his rehab start Wednesday night go here in Frisco? He'll tell you. You'll also hear from RoughRiders starting pitcher Jake Thompson, and we'll fill you in on what's coming up with the Frisco RoughRiders next Sunday here on Father's Day. You can always join the show by using the hashtag RidersLive. Right now, though, we are thrilled to welcome in Dave Coulier.
Hi.
Joey Gladstone.
Hello, Gina. How are you?
I am thrilled you're here. Great.
Thank you. It's Full House night.
It
and
is.
We've got these, look at these jerseys. Look at that. It's got the bridge on it. It's got the Full House font. Look at these. You can't ask for more color than this.
It is truly Full House night because you are here, and it is a full house in Frisco, completely sold out for the second time this season. I attribute it all to you.
Well, I had nothing to do with it. I'm just a guy on some TV show.
Well, it's a pretty big TV show. I think this we all know. Now, in your history as both a comedian and an actor, I'm sure you've worn a lot of crazy costumes and a lot of wonky things. Have you ever worn anything this beautiful, though, Dave?
Not this beautiful. Not this beautiful. In fact, a lot of people, as I've been walking around the stadium, have said, you know what, Dave, I never thought I'd say this, but you look beautiful. You really do look beautiful. So it's nice to be, accepted in that way.
And you are. And you are.
Thank
and that's
you.
the thing about North Texas. We are lovers, not haters.
I know that. I feel the love.
You do?
I totally feel the love.
And you've had a pretty full 24 hours. I mean, you played last night here in Dallas.
I did. I had a show last night here at Hyenas, and I've been doing radio and TV all morning, and now I'm here, and I get to mix it up with all the Full House fans.
You're throwing out the ceremonial first pitch.
And I'm also throwing out my own arm when I do that. Yeah, I haven't thrown a baseball in a while.
I was going to ask, have you gotten any advice or...
Don't do it. Okay. Just whatever you do, Dave,
Really?
don't do it. You're going to throw that arm out.
Don't bounce it. You can't bounce it.
I know. There's kind of a lot of pressure.
There is.
Kind of some pressure to just, that's a long way.
And I'll tell you, there will be replays tonight on all the local TV affiliates. If you do one-hop it.
I know.
I didn't want to, make you feel.
See, now you're setting me up.
No.
Totally setting me up. Throw it over the backstop or something. Put too much on it. No, I just want to get it there.
Okay.
I don't care if it's in the strike zone, somewhere near.
Okay, well, it's okay if you have not really focused on your pitching arm because you're focusing on other things. You got a reboot coming up. Fuller House starts on Netflix in 2016, and you are officially back on board.
Yes, we start in a few weeks. July 9th, we have our first script reading. And then the week of July 13th, we're going to start shooting. We're back at Warner Brothers, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I get to see my dysfunctional family all together again.
It's a great family, though.
It is a great family. We have a lot of fun when we're together.
Did you ever think when you took that job in 1987, yes, almost 30 years ago.
1987, yeah.
Did you ever think when you took that job that it would become this sort of cultural phenomenon that it did become, that Full House did become?
We had no idea. You never know when you're starting a new show what's going to happen. And the fans just over the years, I think, have made us into this iconic, nice family sitcom. And we're very proud of that. And I think the show it's become cross-generational with people saying, I grew up watching Full House and now my kids watch it. So there's something in the Kool-Aid. We don't know exactly what it is, but we're very proud of that.
What is one thing you are so sick and tired of getting asked as it relates to Full House? Is there anything?
Dave, please put your pants back on. That's, it's not so much people asking me. I guess they're asking me, Dave, could you please put your pants back on?
I'm uncomfortable in the workplace.
Yeah. It's just uncomfortable every place, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, now the cool thing tonight is that these jerseys that players will be wearing will be available for auction, and people here at the ballpark through the 6th inning can actually win the jerseys that players are wearing out there. You can bid on it right outside inside the Bull Moose Saloon through the 6th inning. Winners can take the field after the game. You can get the jersey. And if you are a winning bidder, you really get to have this really cool experience. And the great thing is, all the proceeds of the auction go to the RoughRiders Foundation and Pilots and Paws, which is something near and dear to your heart.
Yes, I'm a pilot, and my son just became a commercial pilot. He's working
congratulations.
for SkyWest Airlines. I'm very proud of him. Pilots and Paws is an organization. It's a nonprofit organization. They have 5,000 pilots who volunteer their time around the United States, all 50 states. They saved 15,000 animals last year, rescued them, and I just signed up. And basically, you sign up. They say it says, you know, there's 2 Chihuahuas, Rita and Lila, and they need to go from Redding, California to Reno, Nevada. They've been adopted. So it's a really great thing. It saves a lot of animals, and there's a lot of great pilots out there who donate their airplanes, their flying time, and their fuel to save these animals. So it's a really, really nice thing.
Well, I know we like to raise money here in North Texas. That's one
good.
thing we
Yes,
do.
yes.
So
I'm
the
happy
bids
about
will be
that.
high. Well, you've got a line forming over there for people who want to meet with you. I know you have a meet and greet to get to.
Yes,
as well.
I know. We're doing that. It's very busy tonight.
It's
They've
a
got
full
me
house.
hopping around.
A full schedule for Full House night.
It is. Where's the outhouse? Because I
there
need
are
to
a few
find
around
that
here.
too. Yeah,
there are a
okay.
few. Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you, Gina.
Great
I
to meet you.
appreciate
And
it.
again, no one hop.
No, I
Yeah.
won't. No, now you've totally
Over
jinxed
the plate.
it. Totally jinxed it now.
I'll YouTube it tonight everywhere. Okay, thank you, Dave.
Thanks.
Dave Coulier, Joey Gladstone from Full House with us here for Full House Night. He is heading off to an appearance before he meets and greets, seriously, a bunch of fans who have lined up to meet him as well. Well, Rangers pitcher Martin Perez made his first rehab start since Tommy John surgery Wednesday night right here in Frisco. Perez threw 45 pitches, 33 for strikes in 2 2/3 innings. For the Rangers AA affiliate, the lefty gave up 5 hits, 1 a broken bat blooper to center field. He struck out 4, walked none, and was charged a run. This was the 24-year-old's first game action since May 10th of last year when he had Tommy John surgery that same month. So how did Perez feel? Well, one thing I love about this kid is his candor, and he admits to being a bit nervous before that first pitch.
You nervous at all? You haven't
First one, the first inning, yes. Year in 1 month, don't be on the mound. And do this what I do today. That's good, and I think I just want to continue to throw and do what I need to do for be ready for help the team. The second inning was, trying to work on my sinker or on my changeup. I'm trying to throw hard. And the last one was the same. Throw a little bit more harder, use more my 2 seam, my out pitch. And then I think the location was good. Now I feel physically, I feel strong. It was 1 year off baseball, just do rehab and workout, and now I feel the difference. I feel more strong. I got a little bit more weight, and I think mainly strong too. So, like I said, I'm ready to go.
Perez had a bullpen session with Rangers pitching coach Mike Maddox today in Arlington. The plan will now be for Perez to make another rehab start in Round Rock on Monday. He's optimistic about his return to the Rangers, saying that he anticipates returning to the Major League club prior to the All-Star break. Now that is just about a month away. The All-Star game is July 14th in Cincinnati. Well, the starting pitcher for tonight's Frisco RoughRiders series finale against the San Antonio Missions is Jake Thompson, who sits at 5-4 on the season with a 3.77 ERA. The Rockwall native picked up his 4th loss of the season in the Riders' 3-0 loss to Tulsa on Saturday, but Thompson continues to throw the ball well, allowing just 2 runs on 7 hits with a walk and 6 strikeouts in that game. In his last 4 starts, Thompson's 3-1 with a .98 ERA. I talked to him earlier this season about his goals for 2015, what he's working on, and his passion for all things Dallas.
Everybody will say it, but fastball command and using my changeup a little bit better. I think I made some big strides this spring training with it, and hopefully it carries over into the season.
What was your biggest takeaway? What was the one thing that, was it a certain player that he imparted to you? Was it a position coach? What was it that really helped you?
I actually switched grips. I went back to a grip that I threw long time ago, and then I kind of got away from my changeup and but I think it's come back a little bit. It's good enough to at least use against lefties, so that's going to help me out a whole lot.
You know the Frisco organization, you've been here kind of before, now or after, but you look at what this team is made of this year, a lot of top prospects in the Rangers organization. And really, this team could do something a lot of fun in the Texas League, can't you?
This team, I mean, it could be really, really good if some of these guys actually stick around for a while, which could be another problem. But you know, there's a lot of talent, a lot of young talent, so it's going to be an exciting year.
Isn't that one of the biggest challenges of minor league baseball? Because you start developing something great, and then you know what, because of your success or what's going on at the major league level, changes happen. Isn't that one of the biggest challenges?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge challenge, especially at the higher levels. Usually the guys that move, it's not just a nobody, it's usually the heart of that team. So, you know, it'll take a few weeks to kind of get back on track and, you know, get things rolling again.
Is this exciting for you? I mean, I'm born and raised in Dallas too, right? I mean, you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you're a Rockwall native, you're here playing in Frisco within the Rangers organization. Are you in kind of pinch me mode a little bit?
It's kind of wore off now. I mean, last year it was a whole lot of shock. You know, it was the first time I've ever had to deal with, you know, people actually asking me for tickets and stuff like that. But it's fun. This year is going to be a great year.
You're a Mavs fan. Grew up a Mavs fan. Was 2011 like it for you? How much?
It's pretty funny. I found this old picture. It said my favorite Heat memory is the 2011 NBA championship.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it's kind of ironic. I had a bunch of buddies from South Florida with the Tigers, and I used to, you know, talk trash to them a bunch. But yeah, I'm diehard Mavericks.
Now, which major league hitter would you love to face?
Would I love to face? Oof. I'd probably like the challenge of throwing against like a Miguel Cabrera, somebody that's so good on both sides. I mean, power and average. Victor Martinez is another one. They happen to be on the same team, but both of their guys, you know, years and their career, you know, it presents a huge challenge.
You're on Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
JTomp15.
Who's your favorite follow on Twitter?
Oof. I'm not sure actually. I can't remember the exact name of it, but there's one that maybe Pictures in History or something like that.
Oh yes.
It's they just put pictures up of, you know, pictures from 1960 or 1947. I think it's pretty interesting.
And they're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing pictures.
I can't remember the account, but I know exactly which one you're referring to.
Yeah. It's sweet.
Now, is there anybody who you started following and he or she tweeted too much and you're like, oh, gotta unfollow?
Luckily nobody that I've played with, but there have been a few people. You know, I don't like the people that tweet every 10 seconds or live tweet their meal or their life story.
Lunch.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, there's been a couple.
Worst minor league ballpark you visited?
Worst. Oof. I'd probably have to say maybe Dunedin in Florida. Yeah, I mean, I haven't. Oh, I take that back. I played my first full season in Burlington, Iowa.
Ooh.
There's horses that hung their head over the visitors' bullpen.
That is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess, you're playing there.
Unless you get bit by a horse.
Right. Did you get bit?
No, I didn't.
Your teammates?
No, some of the Latin guys were very, very scared, though. They didn't know what to do with the horses.
That is outstanding, though.
Yeah.
Now, in my entire career of covering every sport in the world, I have found pitchers to be the most superstitious. Are you one of those?
I guess the only superstition I have is I won't step on the line, coming, you know, in and out of the inning. Other than that, you know, if I'm throwing good with a certain pair of cleats, I'll keep using the same pair of cleats, or, you know, because all of us have multiple gloves. I made a couple good starts in a row with the same glove. Probably going to use it again. But I'm not the guy that has a specific pregame meal or anything like that.
Of course, it's appropriate. We showed that tweet that Jake Thompson shared of the Mavericks winning their NBA title versus the Miami Heat in 2011. Why? because it was 4 years ago today that happened. Thompson is tied for third in the Texas League with 5 wins on the season. He's second in strikeouts in Texas League play and first in strikeouts per 9 innings. Well, third baseman Joey Gallo joined the Texas Rangers on June. He was one of those names and faces that you always focused on when you came and watched a Frisco RoughRiders game. Gallo promptly crushed 2 home runs in his first 2 games in the majors after joining the Rangers on June 2nd. In 8 games with Texas, Gallo is hitting .313 with 2 home runs and 5 RBI. He's with Texas by virtue of third baseman Adrian Beltre going on the DL with a sprained left thumb. Gallo spent some time with me earlier this season, and he recalled the time that he spent with Adrian Beltre in spring training. And he told me what the veteran all-star taught him. And there are some lessons that are important and truly do transcend baseball.
You know, this year he kind of just helped me out. The biggest advice he gave me was just to be comfortable. You know, for me being 6'5", I'm going to do things differently than most baseball players. So he kind of just helped me out. You know, just go out and play your game, hit the way you hit. You know, feel the way you feel, throw the way you throw, and just enjoy it. You know, so he definitely helped me out a lot.
Gallo is batting 6th for the Rangers tonight in their series opener versus Minnesota. He sat out Thursday's game in Oakland. Well, like I said, you know, anytime you focus on the Texas Rangers for a while, it was easy to focus on Joey Gallo, but we've got some players here for the Frisco RoughRiders that you need to watch. And there are 3 that come to mind tonight in the Riders series finale against the San Antonio Missions. You got to talk about right fielder Nomar Mazara. He had 2 home runs on Wednesday, another one on Thursday for his 6th of the season. He now has 28 RBI on the season, had a season-high 3 RBI in the Frisco RoughRiders 9-6 victory, 8-4 victory versus the Missions on Thursday. He has been on an absolute tear with home runs in back-to-back games this week. How about the left fielder, Nick Williams? He has been walked 24 times this season after posting 22 in all of 2014 through 112 games. He also posted his 3rd 4-hit game of the season Thursday night in that victory against the San Antonio Missions. And we have to focus on also left-handed pitcher Cody Ege. He's got a 1.23 ERA and has not allowed a run in the last 6 games. That's over the course of 8 innings pitched. So how about the Frisco RoughRiders? Where are they right now? Well, they sit at 25-34 in the Texas League. Again, they have won 2 straight. They're going for their 3rd straight victory tonight over the San Antonio Missions in their series finale. The Frisco RoughRiders, are 9-6. The Missions this season, hoping to improve to 10-6 after a victory tonight. The team had 3 home runs on Thursday night in that 8-4 victory. Frisco is 11-20 at home here at Dr. Pepper Ballpark. Now, after tonight's game, Frisco will head out on an 8-game road trip starting tomorrow with 4 games in Midland, followed by a 4-game series down south in South Texas versus Corpus Christi. The next home game for the Frisco RoughRiders will be 1 week from Sunday, appropriately on Father's Day. The Frisco RoughRiders will return home to host Midland on Father's Day, and when they do, they have a pretty cool giveaway on tap. Frisco is giving away to the first 1,500 men ages 18 or older this very cool RoughRiders apron. Here, I'll put it on for you. Give you the full modeling glance. Again, first 1,500 men who enter the ballpark here in Frisco will get this very chic Frisco RoughRiders Father's Day apron. I have a father here on set who'll be getting this tonight, actually. But you can see it's got the numbers and the belt in the new Frisco RoughRiders colors. So that's not the only cool thing going on. Tonight, of course, is Full House night. The Frisco RoughRiders are celebrating all things Full House, the iconic 90s sitcom that starred, of course, the Olsen twins, John Stamos, Bob Saget, and Dave Coulier, who was our guest tonight, who played Joey Gladstone. Now, you'll see Frisco RoughRiders players, they're wearing these tonight. These gorgeous, and I use that term loosely, these gorgeous multicolored jerseys that feature The Full House font on the front, the Golden Gate Bridge, you can see right here, and the Victorian row houses that are iconic in San Francisco. What's even cooler is that anybody attending tonight's game will get the chance to win these jerseys that RoughRiders players will actually be wearing tonight. It's a chance to win a jersey off a player's back. There's a silent auction going on just outside the Bull Moose Saloon. People attending tonight's game can actually bid through the 6th inning. The winning bidders will have the opportunity to take the field after the game and not only get onto the field, but also meet the player whose jersey they won. The player will then autograph their jersey, and it's really a cool way because you're not only bidding on an actual item, but you're also getting an awesome on-field experience and opportunity to meet a Frisco RoughRiders player. All proceeds will go to benefit the RoughRiders Foundation and Dave Coulier's favorite charity, Pilots and Paws, which he shared with us earlier. Pilots and Paws is a great organization in which pilots donate their time to take dogs in need all across the country. So again, it is the Frisco RoughRiders tonight taking on the San Antonio Missions in their series finale. In his last 4 outings, Jake Thompson, tonight's starting pitcher for Frisco, has just been phenomenal. He's 3-1 with a .98 ERA over the last 4 games. 3 earned runs in 27 2/3 innings pitched. Also posted 28 strikeouts and 4 walks. We're going to take one more live look here at Dr. Pepper Ballpark in Frisco as fans are filing in. And you can see these are the fans who are waiting to get Dave Coulier's autograph. He's at a meet and greet right now. These fans have lined up to get his autograph. He's going to do an autograph signing and get a picture taken with a Full House fan tonight. There's the line for it. So again, Full House night. That autograph session runs from 7:45 to about 9 o'clock. And you can see the line right now is pretty long. So all throughout the course of tonight's game, you're going to hear music. You'll see 90s skits that are going on, all in ode to Full House. The fireworks after the game are sponsored by the George W. Bush Presidential Library. All the fireworks after the game will be set to 90s music. I personally hope to hear a heavy dose of Pearl Jam, maybe some Weezer, and some INXS after the game tonight. Tonight's game is completely sold out. It was actually sold out in advance of the game. The second time this season that has happened here in Frisco. It's truly a testament to what this team is doing. Full House night here at Dr. Pepper Ballpark in Frisco. Going to be a great night. If you're headed to the game, we hope you stop by and say hello. Also, if you're headed to the game, you will have the opportunity to pick up one of these RoughRiders Full House jerseys. The jerseys themselves sell for $75 in the pro shop. The t-shirts, which you'll see a lot of Frisco RoughRiders staffers wearing, those are also for sale in the pro shop. They only come in adult sizes. Those are for sale for $30. The jerseys do in fact come in kids sizes. So that just about does it for this edition of RoughRiders Live. We so appreciate you joining us. Special thanks to the Frisco RoughRiders and Dave Coulier for stopping by and spending some time. RoughRiders Live is produced by Gina Miller Media in association with SignalWorks Media. Ted Price is the man manning the cameras, manning the booth, and manning the microphones as well. Most importantly, we thank you for joining us for this edition of RoughRiders Live. You can always keep in touch with the Frisco RoughRiders on social media. You can check out their website at ridersbaseball.com. Also check them out on Twitter at ridersbaseball as well. So until next time, we hope you enjoy everything affiliated with the Frisco RoughRiders, and we'll talk to you again very soon right here on RoughRiders Live.